Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Today I want to share a little story about my relationships with English. Honestly, compared to people who really enjoy the subject, I'm one of those who, don't. I never really liked English. And even now, I often feel like I'm still not good at it, but at the same time, I've realized how important it actually is, especially for our future. The first time I learned English was back in elementary school, just like everyone else. The lessons were super basic letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, colors white, blue, black, red, yellow, and simple sentence. But even then, I already felt disconnect. It was hard to memorize, where there were too many confusing rules, and my grades were always just average. Unlike other subjects where I could catch up easily, English always felt far away. When I got to junior high school, things did get better. They got harder. There was grammar, tense, verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, all that stuff that made my head spin. Every time the English teacher walked into the classroom, I got nervous. Reading out loud made me anxious, and speaking in English was even worse. I was afraid of making mistakes or being laughed at. Because of that, I became even more uncomfortable with the subject. High school was not much different either. I still felt like English was not my language. Whenever I saw long reading passages or watched English videos without subtitles, I just want to give up. But strangely, that was also the time I started to realize something. Even though I didn't like English and was not good at it, I still need it. Why? Because the world has changed so much. Almost everything important on the internet is in English. Tutorial, articles, educational videos, even app instruction on our phones. And if you look at job postings, able to speak English is almost always one of the requirements. Even for jobs in Indonesia. I also start to imagine what if someday I want to travel abroad or work in a big company or talk to people from other countries. All of that world require English, and that realizations really hit me. I can have it all I want. But if I ignore it, I'll only be limiting myself. So I start to try slowly. I knew I could become fluent overnight, but I began with small steps, watching English videos with Indonesian subtitles, listening to English songs, and looking up the lyric. Sometimes I understood, sometimes I didn't, but at least I was getting used to it. Honestly, Even now I can say I'm fluent. I still get nervous when I have to speak, and I still make a lot of mistakes when I write, but I've learned not to be embarrassed. I've learned to keep trying, because I believe that learning English is not about who's the best. It's about who does not give up. I knew there are a lot of people out there who feel like same way. Those who don't like English, don't feel confident, or think it's too late. But trust me, it's never too late to learn. English is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Even 10 minutes a day is better than nothing. For me now, learning English is not about school grades or exam anymore. It's about the future, about opportunities, about opening doors that I could not open before. I may not be good at it yet, but I know I have to be. And that's enough reasons to keep learning. So, in conclusion, my relationship with English is complicated, from not liking it, not being able to use it, to finally realizing it's something I truly need. It's not easy, but it's not impossible either. What matters is I've started step by step, little by little, and I believe that as long as I keep going, I'll get there. You know, sometimes I think about how English used to scare me. I used to look at people who could speak fluently and think, wow, they must be super smart. But now I realize they were not born fluent. They learned, they made mistakes, and they keep trying, just like I'm trying now. That thought keeps me going. And maybe that's what learning really means. Not just memorizing words or grammar, but learning to believe in yourself, learning to be okay with being bad at something before you get better, learning to be patient with your own progress. I might not speak perfect English today, and maybe not even next year, but one day I want to be able to look back and say, I made it, not because I was the best, but because I didn't give up. So, for everyone who feels the same way, who's still struggling, still scared, or still doubting, remember this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. English is not just a subject, it's a bridge to new people, new college, and new change. And every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the other side. So yeah, maybe my English journey started with fear and frustration, but now it's turning into hope and determination. I still have a long way to go, but I'm excited to see where this page will take me, because who knows, maybe one day I'll be telling this same story in perfect English. Thank you so much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.